Jamie here today with Dylan. AEW Dynamite, July the 5th, 2023. Coming off of last week with Sting's amazing jump. We got a lot to talk about. Collision, Allin. Oh my god. That's the only reason why he's still there, isn't it, Tony? I guess just to do that line, even though it's just at this point, it's like.
I don't know. He's friends with the Young Bucks or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, all friends wrestling. I always forget about that. Yeah, tonight's show, we got. Jesus Christ, like. Apparently the main event's going to be Omega versus Wheeler Useless, which that just tells you to not watch the main event because that just, we'll talk about that later, I guess. But
this to me is clearly the down, like they're giving up and useless.
Well, they're trying to push him, aren't they? But
no,
it's not
this
working.
is a job. This is going to be a job match. There's no way Kenny Omega.
You know it's not going to be a job match. It's going to go 10 minutes at least.
That is a job match for AEW.
Well, yeah, for AEW, but in terms of job, it would be like an Asuka squash match or whatever, innit? But they're really trying to make you. We'll talk about it later because that's clearly going to be the main event. But yeah, tonight's show, we got a few matches announced, a few talking segments as well. We got 2 tournaments at the same time. We got the Owen Hart tournament and this blind eliminator tournament. He loves his tournaments. 3. Oh yeah, the women's, the men's, and then 3 tournaments at the same time. Like what the fuck?
I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be shocked if he has a tournament set up leading into if he actually has, if the whole all-in tournament pay-per-view is just a big tournament.
Oh yeah, some sort of British Cup or something like that, or some shit.
No, I mean like you know, like the martial arts in Dragon Ball Z. You know, like they'll have the match, and then like the second rounds will also be that day.
True. Well, I mean, you have the quarterfinals when it's the first match, which is just ridiculous.
That is so stupid. You know what I mean? Like that. It's not the quarterfinals. It's just the first round.
First match is like the first round. Yeah.
You would need to have a first round to then create a quarterfinals.
I know. I'm trying to find something positive. I really am. MJF and Adam Cole, I guess. That was a good promo as well.
Collision is the silver lining in my eyes.
True, but I mean, Collision's right, and we'll talk about that as well. Let's just jump right. We got a lot.
Excuses, don't worry.
We got a lot to talk. Let's just jump right into it. We got Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy teaming up against Keith Lee and Swerve. Which Keith Lee and Swerve, when the fuck are they gonna have to finish up the feud? No, they're just gonna team together instead. Obviously, this might lead to it, but it was like 4 or 5 months. It was longer than that, actually.
Might as well. This is Tony's way to sort of reignite this feud so that they can get to the apex of it and finish it off. But you might as well have just left it alone.
Yeah, or just have Keith Lee come back for revenge instead of teaming with Dustin Rhodes and Orange Cassidy and all that.
Yeah. First of all, you should have done that. Or maybe not done this. Let Slim Dogs lie and build to a moment, to a natural moment where you can have like Keith Lee holding the title or Swerve holding the title. And Keith Lee coming in to take that title, like, I've got some unfinished business, and I would also like your title.
Yeah, preferably the International Championship. Swerve should have beat Orange a few weeks ago, and they should have done that, but nope. Instead, here we are, blind tournament tag team. Quarterfinal, even though it's the first fucking round again, but it's the quarterfinal. It makes no sense, but...
So, and it's what, is this the second match, right? Or the first match?
This is the first match we've seen at the tournament.
Yeah, these are the 3rd teams we've seen.
Well, Adam Cole and MJF are wrestling tonight as well, but this is the first round, the first match we've seen, isn't it?
Yeah, but are they facing anyone in the tournament, or is it just they
haven't announced? They haven't told us who it is, so it'll be a job match, obviously. But
it might as well be like the jobbers got together and be part of this tournament.
True. I still don't understand why we don't know who's inside the tournament, yet they're doing the quarterfinal matches, but we don't know who's inside the tournament.
It's that idea of like, I don't know who's going to be in, so I need to watch next week to find out.
Yeah, but how can you build a tournament when you don't even know who's in it?
But like, we knew who was in this one, and we don't really want to watch this match. We're skipping this match.
Yeah, but then whoever wins this, who do they face in the semis then? We don't know.
Well, yeah, I know, but like that's the point. Like, we have to keep watching to find out who's going to be next. It's to keep us watching. It's really.
I understand that logic, but I ain't working at all. Who's tuning in?
I never said it was.
I know. I'm just saying, like, the logic is let's keep people coming in and come back to eat the glue.
Yeah, sniffing it hard.
I mean, to be fair, it might be a decent match because even though I rag on Orange, he can wrestle. Obviously, it's just the gimmick and the booking I hate. Darby's great, Swerve's great, Keith's great, so it could be a good match.
Because they released one of the guys from the Mogul, didn't they?
Oh yeah, I forgot his name, or a Trench or whatever his name was.
What if this is actually, because I don't see Orange and Darby going for titles. I don't see them making it past the final round. You know, the semi-finals. You know, what if what if actually Keith Lee and Swerve win this match and they become a team up to the next, like the final round. You know, they win one match, but they lose the other, and then they break up, and then the feud starts.
Yeah, but it's like, if you're Keith Lee in terms of kayfabe, this guy, what was it, a cinder block apparently, that was what it's supposed to be. Wouldn't you still be? You wouldn't just you know.
But like the idea, maybe like if I would book it if I was given this to book, I book it this way rather than have Orange and Darby win, because I'd rather have Orange and Darby face each other for the title than have Darby have the title. So what I would do is I'd have Keith and Swerve win this match, but have Swerve being like, you know what, maybe we should team up together. You should join the Mogul, and then like after they lose the next round, we have because of Keith, and then Swerve then attacks him, being like,
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. Why would Keith Lee even trust this guy anyway?
No, yeah, but like, I'm just saying,
why would you want to be a tag team champion with a dude who betrayed you or whatever and put the cinder block over your chest?
What I'm saying is, because I've been left with this pile of shit, I've got to try and make a story out of this. That's the best situation I would make out of this.
No, I understand where you're coming from.
I wouldn't have done this in the beginning if I had the option. You know what I mean? I would reverse this, but this is what you got.
Nathan says, "Be my background noise." And Austin, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm sure there'll be a loud background noise because we got a lot to talk about.
I wish you'd read messages thoroughly and join chats, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Sit over there. But yeah, I agree. I think Keith and Swerve are going to win this match. I don't think they're going to go all the way though, because like, why would they? Why would you want to be teammates anyway? But,
to be honest, it's 50-50 on who can win. There's no guarantee in my eyes. There's a chance either one of these teams could win. But I know neither one of these is going all the way to the finals.
No.
Neither one of these are definitely not winning the titles. And I definitely don't see the point in... Next pay-per-view, which I'm not counting Blood and Guts, it's not a pay-per-view.
That's a special.
And we don't know if Allin's a pay-per-view anyway, but
we don't even know how to watch it for the people who aren't going. They've still not announced how you watch it. Is it a pay-per-view? Is it going to be a streaming? Is it a free thing? I don't know.
So for like the next big event in my eyes is All In. I would have Orange versus Darby and have Darby beat him.
Yeah, at this point I'd have anyone beat Orange because I'm just sick of this fucking.
And you know what would happen? And it would be really great. I know it might be a weird turn, but if Darby does beat Orange, maybe the crowd boo Darby, so then you got a chance to heel turn Darby.
You'd have to be a really big glue eater to boo Darby over Orange, I think. But you have got a point there. It just depends.
It would be hard to do with Sting. It'd be hard to do with Sting, but even then, I think maybe Sting could turn heel realistically.
I don't know about that.
Maybe Sting doesn't need to be there for like.
Yeah, maybe just don't have Sting there. Yeah, because I don't think you could turn Sting heel at this point.
Well, yeah,
he's got let's say he's got a year left inside his career or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't need to be there.
No, yeah, just have him not involved. Just have Darby go off on his own and do whatever.
And then when it's time to turn Darby face again, have Sting
confront him and be like, I've been out of the way, but what the fuck, like, what are you doing?
I've left you on your own devices because I'm not your father, Darby. No matter what these people say. I ain't your daddy.
But yeah, I agree. I would like Darby to be Orange for the title.
It need to do that. Because I'm kind of leaning more and more to the idea of seeing Darby versus Sting.
He doesn't want that though, apparently. Sting don't want to wrestle Darby.
I know, but never say never.
Never say never, true. I'd rather see that over fucking Jericho and Sting, I'll say that much. Jesus Christ.
But I mean, like, it tail ends a story of like Darby not needing to be in Sting's shadow.
Yeah, I mean the story's there for him to do.
The story's there, you know what I mean? It's not as like overt as fucking.
I think when it comes down to it and Sting decides to wrestle, it will be against Darby because it makes sense. Like, who else is it going to be?
Who's going to be his last match? Because he can't do the Undertaker. He's never going to do the Undertaker.
And he can't do a tag match for his last match. He's going to want a single. It might not be a long singles match, but
every time.
But you froze. Oh my god. I was wondering what he was talking about because he was still there for a second. Goddamn Discord, hopefully he should come back in a minute. I guess I'll keep talking. But yeah, I'm just sick of the Orange Cassidy run. I really am. Like I said, he's a decent wrestler, but the gimmick is overpushed. He's unbeaten every week, and it just gets boring. It really does. It's like, can you do something else? And people are like, oh, the gimmick's evolved. It's like, how's it evolved? He's still the same guy as he was when he came in. The only time he evolved was the Jericho feud, really, and then he just went right back to being, what he always is. Sat there like this thing. Oh, fuck it, Al. He's completely gone. Now I've gone full screen. That looks weird. That. I guess it wasn't Discord then. I guess it was Dylan. Hopefully he joins back. Wait, can he join back? Or do I... Oh, there we go. There he is. He's back, I think.
Oh, I had no idea what went on there.
Was that Discord or was that you?
My internet just shut the bed.
All right. Just a little hiccup.
Yep. Just you know, at least when we have minor hiccup, it's okay because we're low budget fucking.
Oh yeah, compared to AEW, we've been there for 4
AEW,
years now.
you know what I mean? Has all that money behind them. There's a great quote.
Moving on.
There's a great quote from Tony's father that I feel is very relevant to things we're going to discuss later on. It says, "You're not growing, you're dying."
Tony's father said that.
Tony Khan's father said that.
Fucking hell. If you're not growing, you're dying, and judging by the ratings, I don't think they're growing.
That would have been a great segue. I should have chose that time better. I should have picked that.
Yeah. Well, this could apply to this guy as well, because we're going to hear from Jon Moxley.
Cut that. We're
going to hear from Jon Moxley as well, promo. So, I mean, talking about not growing, I mean, we also talk about off stream. The people online that debate right now, Jon Moxley's run, people are saying it's better than the whole Dean Ambrose run. Which...
Like the last, like, we spoke about this, and I believe this point full-heartedly. His first year and a half in AEW compared to his last run in AEW,
100% much better than
better, you know. But all of the things, like, are you including the Shield in that, people? Or are you just saying his solo? I guess
technically, yeah. I don't know. I mean, they say Ambrose's whole run. I would assume Shield's involved in that.
If you say his solo run when he broke up from the Shield, I'm saying.
Even then, I don't know, because he won IC titles, US titles. He cashed in Money in the Bank on the same night and won against Seth and Roman to become world champion.
Like that first year in AEW was so strong. Some of the best.
His first year was really good, but this current run, how can you look at this current run and be like, yeah, this is the best work of his career? It's like, what? I'm
not saying like everything he has to do is golden, and maybe this is that period where he doesn't do anything I like, which is fine. But I'm just saying, like, no one can say he's doing good at the moment. This is not good for anyone.
No.
Like, why does he like it? I like the violent.
Well, this is what he likes, isn't it? It's CZW he came from, didn't he? He loves the hardcore shit. So
I know, but like they did shows like once a week in a no back town to like 50 people, and then they'd have like one massive pay-per-view like every couple of months.
Yeah, he's doing it weekly on national TV.
He's doing it like weekly, constantly. And this coming from a guy who, if you read his book, was trained professionally. Like his
he can wrestle. He can wrestle.
Yeah, but I mean, like proper, like old school Jericho, old school Britt Hart, or all these like proper wrestlers kind of thing. That's what he was trained in. He was like, it wasn't until like he got into ECW and all that, where he started doing hardcore matches, that he got into that. Like that's my point. Like he isn't a guy who suddenly jumped into the ring and started like hitting someone with light tube. Like he actually went to wrestling school. He actually learned to do stuff. You know, he did.
Well, I mean, like he's still going to be one of my favorites. But even I can admit, like this run, like, and some people are blinded. Some people can't admit, like, you know, when something's bad, it's just always good.
At the end of the day, like, we can always be happy that he's not going to be Jericho. Like, I think he knows.
I mean, not yet. But if he's doing this for another 10 years, what's he going to be looking like then? If he even keeps up for another 10 years,
he won't.
I mean, I don't know.
I just think end of this year, Tony Khan's got to sit down with himself and go, I need to have someone in charge because I can't book for shit.
Yeah, someone's going to have to check it, because we all know contracts are going to come up next year. If people sign 3-year deals, they're going to be coming up next year. And I don't know. I feel like something's going to change. Are you going to see people start jumping
Like, the only people that are going to stay are obviously like your Young Bucks, your
Jerichos, your Moxley are staying because of the money he's getting.
FTR up in the air. I'd put Joe up in the air. But like,
even Punk, let's not forget about Punk. I don't think he's re-signed. It's just the current deal that he had, the injury time. So he might not even re-sign next year or whenever it is. Like,
so like the Dark Order will probably stay. But like, Britt will stay. Tony Storm will probably stay.
But then the people who leave, Ricky Starks, I think he's out the door.
If Collision doesn't take off or he doesn't get, a title shot a title shot, not the title shot. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Hobbs is another one I think who could leave.
Wardlow. I think Wardlow should leave.
Oh yeah, fucking hell yeah. The booking they've done with Wardlow is atrocious. Like, what? I say it every week. What did he do wrong? Who did he piss off? Like, I don't understand.
Imagine him in AEW, in WWE.
Oh fucking hell yeah. They might tell him to tone down the moonsaults a little bit, you know, but still, like, you know.
Oh, it'd be Vince's wet dream.
True. But yeah, back to Moxley tonight, promo. They're going to settle Blood and Guts. It's 2 weeks away. So, you know, he'll probably call out the Elite or some shit. I don't fucking know.
I have to watch Blood and Guts.
We don't have to. I mean, it's only it's Dynamite. Oh, it's Dynamite and Rampage, in it, but... I don't even want to. No, I'm not watching Rampage either, but like, what even is the main appeal? Because I don't think MJF and Adam Cole are going to wrestle then. I think they're going to extend that to Allin, aren't they? That's what it seems like, so...
Well, yeah, but they're gonna have I think the tournament's meant to lead up to Allin, isn't it?
Probably. No, that's what I mean. I don't know anything about. They've not told us anything about this tournament. I think the
winners of the tournament are gonna challenge
FTR at Allin. Yeah, maybe.
So, but like this, why is it a blind tactic? Why is it not actual? Why is someone like the Gunn not in this tournament?
I know.
Why do you claim?
Because they'll probably say, "Oh, well, the brothers, it's supposed to be, you know, blind." So
yeah, but why do you claim not? Take the blind part out.
Yeah, it's piss poor explaining, isn't it? It's like it should have been like, oh, yeah, actual tag teams can't be in it because we're gonna draw on the names or whatever.
Why couldn't it have been okay? We've got these five teams, five tag teams. That's not enough to do a tournament. So if you're a singles wrestler, you want to put your hat in. We're gonna do, you know, for like the other half of the tournament, for like the other opponents, we're gonna do a blind thing. Do half blind, half set. You know what I mean? So then you've actually got, you know, legit tag team people in there. You got like, you know, you got your Acclaimed, your Guns. I'm trying to think who else.
And that would also help storyline purposes.
Your best friends.
You could have someone on a team be like, you know, this team at work, I'm going to put my name inside the hat and team up with someone else. Like, it gives you storyline opportunities as well. Not just randomly like, oh yeah, tournament, not going to tell you who it is until the night of the show, but tune in. It's like, what?
That's why he's done it. I think he is trying to grow, but he's doing it in such a piss poor way that doesn't seem like he's doing it right.
Your show should build off each other. Last week's show should lead into tonight. It shouldn't just be a separated thing.
I've said it multiple times, Jamie, and I think it's bad repeating. Treat everything like it's your first.
Yeah, like WWE Money in the Bank. They treated it like it was your first time viewing. They gave you recap videos of the promos, of the feuds and all that shit. They explained in the commentary why this is happening and all that.
Like, when they did that little recap, you also saw people having those little feuds, those little matches within the ladder match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
these people, you know, these people hate each other. So they do a spot. You know what I mean? They don't just ignore each other. You know what I mean? And they do it at a moment where it's like, oh, we're going to get the title. And by the way, LA Knight should have won that no matter what.
I mean, I could see both arguments for that. Like Triple H said as well, like, you know, good things come to those who wait. I just hope, you know.
But I want to know about him. You know, in that press conference, first I was hearing of Braun thinking of leaving or Drew.
Oh yeah.
It's like, do you know that?
And then Dave Meltzer tweets out, no, he was interested in going to AEW. It's like, was he, Dave? I thought he was injured and he was like at a funeral and all that. I mean, did he tell you himself he was interested, or are you just making shit up like you always do?
You know, this is our moment to shit on Dave, of course.
I just don't understand how people pay him every month for just me and you could do it. Literally just be like, oh, you know, this is going to happen. It doesn't happen, so change it. You know, Vince tore up the script, you know, that was the original plan. But, you know,
that's what you got to put in the week's paragraph.
It's like, fuck you know, man.
Speaking of which, join our Patreon where, you know, you can learn our inside scoops, written essays, and...
Dylan knows a guy at AEW and he tells us every week. I shouldn't tell. Tony Khan, you didn't hear that. That was nothing.
I know the guy who gives him his snow. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah. The snowman needs his snow.
I'm from alongside, so you know what that means.
Moving on. The match was supposed to happen last week, but it's happening tonight because Britt was sick last week. We got Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho, quarterfinal, women's Owen Hart tournament.
Are you told that I care?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think Ruby's going to win, but yeah.
Like, why is she not in this tournament? Like, where is she?
She's been forgot about again.
You know what I mean? We're all waiting for Sheena to come back from like an injury or
She's not even injured, though. That's the thing. She just comes and goes. It's
Before
bullshit.
that, when she.
Before that. Oh yeah, I thought you meant now.
Like I don't know if she was injured that first time, or she was on holiday, or like.
Who knows?
Contract was being. I don't know what. There was no room. So
yeah. Women's Heart tournament. It's hard to care about this tournament, to be honest, because we know what's going to happen. You just win what's not even a belt, it's a trophy now, innit? And then that's it. You just move on.
They still have the graphics for the trophy.
Oh, for the title.
Yeah, the title. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, they showed it, didn't they, on the graphics? So it's like, are you getting a title or are you getting a trophy? Like,
how does this work? Like, did Britt and Adam not give it up?
But yeah, I don't understand, again, one women's match per show. Like, why? You got 2 hours? Why the fuck is it always one?
Guess as good as my gym.
Ridiculous. But yeah, do you got Britt or Aruba? Who are you going with?
Britt. I don't care. Like, I don't even know who else is in this tournament. Who's left?
Athena.
I've already decided it's going to be Athena winning it.
I forgot who else is even in it now. I don't remember.
Tony Storm's in it, so they're not going to have Britt. They're not Britt versus Tony Storm at any point.
Wait, no, Tony Storm's not in it. She's champion.
I'm sure she's in it. Did she have a match against Finger?
No, I don't think she did she? Or am I forgetting? I don't know. Oh yeah, Willow was in it. Willow. I remember Willow.
I do not care. Right. It's Sky Blue. Whoever wins this one's going to get Sky Blue.
Oh, Sky Blue. Right.
So she's losing next week. What's sus? And it's Willow versus Athena, whatever that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Athena to win it all.
I
guess. Yeah.
I didn't even know she had a match already.
Moving on, we're gonna hear from Chris Jericho, the air fryer himself. So. My only thing is, I just don't want to see him versus Sting, so I hope this leads into the Sammy feud. But if this leads to a Sting versus Jericho one-on-one, who the fuck wants to see that? Like, why?
Oh, the semi-finals are on Collision this week.
Oh, yeah, they are.
It's next week. And the finals are on Collision next week. Not on Dynamite. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Jericho.
Sorry, I was just
the Sammy feud and not Sting, because I do know I'll see that.
Do we have to hear from Chris? I don't want to hear from him.
But we don't have to. We can skip it, but he is going to have a segment.
No, I just mean, like... Why do we have to hear from him? Like...
Because he wants to talk. He wants people to hear him. His ego needs it. You need to sing Judas, Dylan. You need to, you just need to do it.
I like Judas, but I don't like the man who sings it. Like, I like Fuzzy, but, I don't like their lead singer. It's an awful wrestler.
I used to as well. I was a massive Jericho fan, but he's just, oh my god.
What could he do? Like, what could he do to redeem himself realistically? Like, go away for a year?
Yeah, well, not even a year. I'd say 6 months or something.
No, 12 months, like a legit.
He ain't gonna sit out for 12 months if he's not injured. There's no way he's gonna do that.
Maybe he does. Maybe he's like, what? I'll get into real shape.
Well, it's gonna take him 12 months to get into shape, though, is it?
Yeah, it will.
I don't think it'll take him that long.
It will, because he's not gonna. He's too old to do it like he used to do it in 6 months.
My worry is if he takes time off, he's gonna get more involved in creative of other wrestlers, and it's like, I don't think Jericho has that. I mean, he thinks he does, but I don't think he does have good ideas.
What if that does help? What if instead of him trying to be the showboaty person out of stage, he's backstage. He's not gonna obviously give a new guy go out and just like call yourself a wizard and come up with a gimmick. You just see it like you got to build yourself up. You got to start with something small.
You mean like he did with Action Andrade or whatever his name is when he said, "Oh, I'm gonna make this guy a star," and look what happened.
Well, Tony's booking realistically, not his.
Yeah, but we know Jericho's got influence.
Yeah, but Tony's got final say.
He's got final say, but how many times does he say no? I don't think he says no to some people.
Yeah, but like, where's Action Andrade if he hasn't said no? Because Jericho said that.
That's what I'm saying. It's Jericho, like, that was his idea, or, this guy's going to beat me, it's going to make him.
And I think Tony said no, it didn't work out. Because or else Jericho would be trying to do it, wouldn't he? He'd be trying to make him a star, being a.
Or what if in Jericho's mind he thought, if this guy beats me, that's all he needs. He just needs to beat me, and then he's set. Just like Wheeler Yuta bleeding, all of a sudden makes him Stone Cold. Like, these people are fucking
didn't bleed
deluded.
that much.
No, but they're like, oh, it's the Bret Hart Stone Cold moment, you know, when he didn't pass out, or he didn't tap out or whatever, but he was bleeding against Moxley. Oh my god.
Yeah, so
and Garcia's the next Rock. Like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Like, in comparison, you've got Ricky Starks. It's like he's not that, but he is that our sort of quote unquote generation style. Like he's a lot. You know, he's how could I put it? I don't want to compare him to The Rock because I feel like it's more insulting to Ricky because he's so original. He
has the mannerisms of Rock. He does remind you of Rock as certain way. It's like LA Knight. It reminds me of The Rock and Stone Cold. And a lot of people have been saying that as well. But that's not a negative thing, though.
They've got the star power of those guys.
Yeah, but like if you were going to model yourself after a wrestler, Stone Cold and The Rock are probably the best ones to do it, really, in terms of promos and everything. Yeah, you're not going to model yourself after fucking. I can't even think of a jobber's name, but
Doink the Clown.
You're gonna model yourself after the best, aren't you? You're not gonna model yourself after Doink the Clown or whatever. Eugene. Okay, now.
You know, you go like for the greats. You know what I mean? Like Great Khali, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Hornswoggle.
What? Great Khali, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. What have they
got
in common? What the fuck?
They're the greats, aren't they?
Are they?
You say Great Khali isn't a GOAT?
No, am I saying what have they got in relation with Hornswoggle? Hornswoggle.
Mate, Hornswoggle was a part of, well, what did be part of DX? That's one of the best storylines.
Yeah, but that was like the 4th iteration of DX. That was like the shitty end of DX or whatever.
Come on, Little People's Court.
That was the best. That was only one segment, though.
And
one segment.
And the fact, in storyline, in kayfabe,
one segment
is the illegitimate child of Vince McMahon.
Nathan stopped working to say, what the fuck, mate?
Well, you know, get back to work.
But yeah, any more thoughts on Jericho speaking tonight, or shall we move on?
I'd rather him sing.
Well,
actually,
not live. We got MJF and Adam Cole teaming up in the quarterfinals. We don't know who they're facing, so of course it's going to be a jobber team, but you know.
Oh, so they are doing the tournament. It's not just like, oh, they're doing a match before they're in the tournament.
No, yeah, they are in the tournament. We just don't know who they're facing.
Jobber 1, Jobber 2.
Yeah, probably. But I think they're going to go all the way to the finals, you know. MJF and Adam Cole.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if they did that. As long as the other team are legit.
True.
You know what I mean?
Depends who it is.
Because the idea of them losing because...
well, it'll be MJF, won't it? The reason why.
Well, no, because I think they'll lose because MJF will make Adam take the pin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he might just leave mid-match, or
maybe Adam Cole leaves the match. MJF to not take the pin has to hit someone to get DQ, so they lose by disqualification. Maybe. So no pin. So MJF still has that. I chose to lose that match. I chose, So he has that no one's pinned me yet. Because
this isn't my idea. It's Brian Last of Jim Cornette's podcast. But what if they turned Adam Cole heel with MJF? I think that might actually work.
I like the idea, but I think it's too soon.
Too soon? What do you mean? Because he came back recently.
He's recently come back. He's clearly loved by the crowd.
Yeah, he is. But how many people can you make that argument for?
Even if he turned heel, I think the crowd would still love him.
That's what I'm saying. This crowd loves everyone. The only person who gets heat really is Sammy because they're pissed off at him because of the tie thing. It's that's it. That's the only person I can think of who actually, even MJF, they loved. I can understand because he's entertaining and all that, but they don't really hate any. Or Punk, I guess, in certain cities, Punk as well.
Well, no, it's just a certain group. Certain really strong on the sticky stuff.
But even if he just turned him heel for a little bit until he gets closer to MJF, and then he gets the title match.
Plan, yeah. But does that mean they have to be be number one contenders for the tag titles?
True, and that also means they might beat FTR, which I don't want to happen.
I doubt that will happen, and so that's what I think. I think because the crowd will love them as a team because they'll be doing all these great bits. They'll work really well together. They'll do great. The crowd will love it, and then the crowd's gonna actually think, you know what? I kind of want them to win. I would like to see them face FTR. I'd like to see them hold the belts, maybe. So when they lose, it's that big reaction you'll get from the crowd. You know what I mean? And then you're invested. It's like, well, then what's happening next? What are they gonna do? I mean, it's that thought of like, what if they do lose? Like, it'd be great if they win. What's gonna happen? What if they lose? Because you're invested in these people. This is storytelling. This is what Tony Khan needs to focus on. This is what he needs to.
A lot of them don't want it, or they just want fucking fun matches, don't they? Just random matches for the sake of it and dream matches. That's all these people care about. They don't want a story. They don't want to be invested.
I want to say what every Undertaker match at WrestleMania is great.
Well, not every. Well, yeah, I thought you meant in terms of story, because the first few, it wasn't a streak, was it? They didn't really, It wasn't until like 9 or 10 when they're like, oh shit, let's,
right. Maybe like after like they started doing the streak from the like whatever 10.
I think it was around 10 or whatever, yeah, something like that.
From like 10 onwards, every match you had at Mania, in terms of the story, in terms of matches, were great and fun, because it was fake. Like Shawn Michaels facing Undertaker at WrestleMania. That in itself is just a good match to see. But what we got was a great story to do with it.
And then you run it back the year later, and Shawn's like, "If I don't beat you, I'm going to retire." So technically, it was a two-match story, wasn't it, or whatever.
That's the idea. Okay, yeah, like have Wrestler A versus Wrestler B. Everyone wants to see that, but don't just have it. Give us a reason. Give them a reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not all the crowd want to see it. Build a story. Maybe have it like they just do.
This is why fucking WWE's doing the ratings they're doing right now for Bloodline. Because it's been built up for 3 years and people have a reason to care. And they're tuning in for it. And that's why the ratings are going up for Bloodline, because people have a reason to.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I saw this statistic on Twitter. Wasn't Roman's first pin against Jey Uso? Or Jimmy Uso? One of the Usos,
yeah.
So, again, that's another way that's another reason why they're really good at storytellers. Because look at that, look at how they tail end that idea.
True. Yeah.
Roman's first pin in what?
Since 2019.
Yeah, like I don't know,
over 3 years.
Over 3 years, his first pin against the guy that he first ever pinned before. That has to blow your mind. That's a great story concept there.
Yeah.
Like,
meanwhile, what does AEW have in terms of story?
Obviously, they don't tell us that, which I think they should have done, because that's something that you know if you know.
But you could always just on this SmackDown this week, you could do a video and show when the first time, and then
say it like
you can have Jay say it. Yeah.
I was the first person Roman ever pinned in this ring, and I'm the first one to pin him over since his 1,000-day reign.
Well, yeah, they probably will do, because I think on Friday they're holding a tribal court for Roman to use, so they might even do that.
Well, we'll talk about that, but we'll do that later.
But yeah, moving on, MJF and Adam Cole are obviously going to win. The main event tonight, this is not the main event, but it is. I don't know why. Kenny Omega versus Wheeler Useless, whatever.
Useless.
Like, this, the ratings are going to drop for this match. How have they not learned by now? No one's interested inside this shit, and yet they're just making it the main event again.
If you're not growing, you're dying.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't. I really don't. I don't care about this match at all either. I don't care.
It's clear that it's Useless and Kenny. Well, not useless. It's the Young Bucks. Maybe Kenny's matches seem because the Ospreay. Actually, they don't do the ratings, so we'll never know because we haven't seen Kenny do singles match in a while. But I'm assuming that single match Kenny's do all right.
Yeah, but then his opponent is really useless.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm saying. But it's been consistent that Useless has been ratings bomb. So what is it? Is it just the crowd in the arena like so I'm going to do it because it's the crowd there watch. They've actually paid money.
They're still in Canada.
Yeah, but I don't think the Canadians fucking care.
Yeah, but it's Kenny Omega's from Canada as well, so.
Again, I don't think the Canadians care.
No, so maybe just like, I just want to see Kenny in action. I don't care who he's wrestling. I just want to see Kenny wrestle.
Why would you not care about who he's at? Like,
some people are like that.
I really want to see Pug wrestle at all.
Yeah, but I want it to be meaningful. I don't want it to be mean. I don't want him facing QT Marshall or something like that.
Because I won't. I'll be like, okay, because he's not. Because why would Punk put any effort, put like his best stuff with QT Marshall? He'll put on a show, but he won't put on a show like he will with fucking Samoa Joe this week. That's a match worth fucking watching.
Even in versus Jay White, that'd be pretty decent as well. I'd take that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just don't know what to think. And of course, we know it's going to end.
I know.
Kenny will probably win. They're all going to run out the Elite and BCC, and they're going to build up Blood and Guts because we all know. We've seen it.
I don't think it's going to be Moxley that challenges. I think Kenny's going to be the one. Well, no, they already did challenge it.
Yeah, they did. Last week, Moxley did it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I think this week's going to be like, we accept.
Yeah, they'll probably bloody up Yuta and be like, yeah, we accept Blood and Guts. Look what we did to your guy or something like that.
Yeah, and I think they'll settle, like, it'll be like, oh, another fucking Anya in the fucking arena kind of gimmicky match.
What, for All In?
Yeah, for Blood and Guts.
No, Blood and Guts is the cage, isn't it? 5-on-5 or whatever.
I thought that was just what they did for, like, Jericho. I thought they'll do, like, something.
No, it's just Jericho's been involved in a lot of them, but that's what Blood and Guts is. It's the cage. The two
War
rings.
Games.
Or whatever. War games, basically, yeah.
Oh, God.
But maybe you are right, because maybe they extend the feud to All In, and it's anarchy, Wembley anarchy on your arena or whatever.
No, I do not want to hear Wild Thing on play.
Well, they changed it for the last one, for Forbidden Door or whatever. They had a different song.
Since the Elite are quote-unquote the faces in this, we're carrying out with them for about fucking 20 minutes. Which is like a 6-minute song anyway.
No, actually, I don't want to see that. If that match happens at All In, I'm going for a drink or going to toilet or whatever, because...
At those prices, you ain't paid for that.
I'll get water. We're going to have to get... how long is this show going to be? We're going to have to get a drink of something. We're going to be dehydrated to fuck. It's going to be like 4 hours at least.
I'm loading up beforehand.
And then you're going to be in toilet like every 5 minutes. Like...
I'm getting a catheter put in place.
That's what I'm talking about this show.
I'm not going to miss much anyway when I go for a piss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. I don't care if I'm... But this show, All In, man, it's going to be long.
Oh, I had a thought and I lost it. But yeah, I hope that at Blood and Guts, this is my hope. Moxley has, like, Useless and Claudio have Kenny in the corner or whatever. Moxley's about to, like, do something to end his career, and out comes Eddie Kingston.
Well, I think Eddie's going to be inside the match. I think he's going to be on the Elite's team.
No, because they've lost Brian, so they don't need... It'll be 3-on-3, won't it?
They can't do 3-on-3.
Well, who else are they going to get?
Well, who's BCC? They got Moxley, Useless, Claudio, and I guess Kanosuke, yeah.
So that's 4. I do 4-on-4.
Yeah, 4, and Elite and Deda.
No, because you got...
oh, shit, yeah, you got...
Hangman.
No, you got 4. 4-on-4.
Yeah, 4-on-4.
So no Wedder, yeah.
Because
Eddie comes out, and that sets up Eddie versus Moxley for All In.
But not only that also calls back to when, Eddie came out with the Gasoline was about to do it and was stopped.
Oh, shit.
Was he stopped by? Was he stopped by Moxley? Or was he stopped by Ortiz?
I don't even remember now. That was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, or was it Brian?
Shit, wait, when was the one where Santana got injured? Was that last year as well? Was that the year before?
That would have been last year. That
was last year. Holy shit, that feels a lot longer than last year. That fucking hell.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, the idea of, like, and again, it's Eddie coming out, and it's playing back towards that moment, like him coming out with the gasoline ready to actually burn finger. But, like, him coming out, stopping Moxley from taking it too far. Maybe that, Useless and Claudio attack and whatever. That suddenly roll up pain Elite win.
Yeah, and that leads to Moxley and Kingston. Maybe Moxley's like, you got in my way. I wouldn't hate seeing Moxley and Kingston at All In. No, I wouldn't hate that either. Even if they do a gimmick match, I wouldn't mind either.
Yeah, even if it's like a hardcore... Even if, what would be a great gimmick match? Is if Eddie went, no weapons, me and you in the ring, can't leave.
Maybe. Yeah.
Like, maybe some stupid, like, Japanese strong style. I probably won't like it, but at least he won't fucking bleed. Well,
he probably would anyway, yeah.
But, like, that to me makes sense to see that.
Sure.
Because it feels like they're coming to, like, the end of breaking up the Black Combo. Because again, it feels like Don Callis should be the one taking over it.
Yeah, and renaming it first of all.
Yeah, so that when Bryan's healed up and comes back, you can probably then have Bryan, Moxley, and Kingston go against Useless, Takahata, and Casserole in a 3-on-3 match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe that's what leads to, you have the Acclaimed hold the titles for the trios titles for a minute, and then, the BBC, the CCC or whatever they're called, the Dallas group, the whatever, they need a better name.
They do need a better name.
The BCC is such a shit name.
But that leads us to let's talk about last week's Dynamite.
Wouldn't you? I would think putting the trios belts on Bryan, Mox, and Eddie would be really cool.
It would, but like we said
you
last week,
hold it for a while.
Don't hold it for a while, yeah.
But like I think more people will be interested because the House of Black, they're not doing anything. They're facing one man.
True.
In Andrade, it makes no sense for a group to be tackling one guy. You're a fucking,
especially when you're the fucking champions as well.
You're the champions, and you're a massive and you're champions of like this faction title. And you go. It makes sense if you weren't holding a title and you just go after one guy, whatever. The storyline's what it is. When you're the champion,
are they trying to recruit him or are they just beating him up? Like, what even is the storyline?
The story is, in my eyes, like Andrade, he beat bloody Murphy, didn't he?
He beat Murphy, and then the last time was DQ, wasn't it? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Against...
So the idea is like, you beat one of ours, we're gonna take you out altogether.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, like the fact that he was challenging the house, you know what I mean, the Black Throne, means that he has a target on it. They found that insulting, and that's their gimmick, isn't it? Like,
just I wish they would explain that more. But anyway, last week's Dynamite started with Moxley beating Isha. And this goddamn strong style again with these stupid chops and these forearms that go nowhere and just exchanging them for 30 times in a row, and it's like, oh my god.
I don't like Japanese strong style. I know I just admitted to wanting to see Moxley and Eddie do it, but I'd rather see that than a fucking hardcore match because I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I'm just burnt out on it. And Eddie came out as well, and Moxley was bleeding, of course, because he's got to bleed.
Gotta bleed, baby, bleed.
Oh yeah, they had that backstage segment with MJF. He's like, good job on pretending to be sick to Adam. I wish I thought of that.
Oh, random white guy.
Oh yeah, generic white guy or whatever. To Roderick Strong.
As I know him, the guy that has the kill switch engage in the song.
Yeah, kill switch engage. So this was a good segment. They came back to it later on, but like I said, I wish we seen more of MJF and Adam. Hopefully we do.
Well, again, Ryan last said this. I would like it. I know he said it, but I would like to see that package of them at a casino getting into trouble. You know what I mean? Throughout Wednesday night, you've seen clips. Like WWE used to do back in
yeah.
It wasn't the Attitude Era. Well, it was between the Attitude Era and the PG era or whatever they called it. Where you'd see segments of them going out, kind of like what they did with when it was
Jericho with. Oh, I remember Jericho doing it with Vegas as well, didn't they? With MJF,
yeah, but we only saw the clip where they were in the hotel.
Oh, the hotel, yeah.
But didn't the Acclaim do one where they were out with the guns?
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah.
Or was that just thunderbolt? They were in the hotel and they would do a little skit.
I think it was a music video on it or something.
Something like that, yeah. They might have done something like that. But just small packages throughout the show.
Build it up.
Because it's meant to be ideally your mainline story, your plot A. You know what I mean? In the show.
Your World Championship should be the main focus.
So maybe so shouldn't it be one or two, maybe three segment, little video packages to keep it going throughout the show?
Yeah, basically what they did last week, but show us more. They went back to it, didn't they? Last week they showed us 2 or 3 times Cole and MJF.
Yeah,
but show us out on the town and them interacting and doing shit.
This week, show us what happened last week. Have them interact about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that's a missed opportunity if they don't. It really is.
Because can't be any worse than the fucking wrestling we'll see.
And then backstage, you had Renee confronting Moxley and Kingston were arguing.
I just love it because you could just. I personally think he generally doesn't like Casserole. And that's one of the reasons I really like Eddie, because I also don't like Casserole.
Well, yeah, it's the story from some indie show in it years ago where
well, when they used to sell cars together.
Yeah, he used to sell cars.
I don't know whether he's being kayfabe or he just really doesn't like him. But
maybe he's mixing it. Maybe
I really like the fact that he doesn't like him. It's like, Eddie, just slap him and take the top of him. Tell him he's a bad boy. Fuck him off. Don't believe.
We had the trios match. Orange Cassidy, Keith Lee, and Vikingo beat Garcia and 2.0, which, whatever.
I don't like. I didn't Vikingo do an absolute fucking shit ass spot.
He always does. I don't see the hype with this guy. Yeah, sure, he can do flips, but half of them he ends up breaking his neck nearly doing them, and it's like, what's the point?
The fucking roster do flips.
Yeah, you're not standing out doing flips. I mean, fucking hell.
Two guys I can name in AEW, not a WWE, who do flips. That's Ricochet and Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston?
Yeah, he does a lot of flips.
Eddie Kingston does a lot of flips in WWE, yeah.
Kofi Kingston. Kofi. Oh,
I like that punk line. He's not even the best Kingston I've worked with.
Yeah, you never remember Kingston I've worked with. Yeah. Sorry, Eddie's that good. I just assumed he was someone else.
Just that visual of Eddie being in WWE and doing flips, I was like, what?
Spots at Royal Rumble. Yeah, because I can't think Ray maybe does a lot of high flying spots.
Yeah, but even Ray knows when to do them. He's not just throwing them out
just for the sake of,
It
seems like how many people actually do flippy stuff in WWE in comparison. It's very little. So when you see Ricochet in the Money in the Bank and he does one of those things, holy shit! I'm so desensitized when I don't even recognize it as a holy shit kind of thing. Oh my god!
But the same if WWE did blood, we'd be like, holy shit, someone's bleeding. Whereas AEW, it's every fucking week.
Again, because we desensitized because AEW do it all week. So you're like, all right, this guy's bleeding. In your mind, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but in WWE, be like, oh shit, I don't really use. If you only watch WWE, you'd be like, oh.
Yeah. Maybe blood. You would react a little bit, but in terms of how you would react if you never saw, you were only watching WWE, you'd react a little more.
Yeah, because
you react like the Bluey react when they see blood for the 8th time on a show. That's what I just don't get. This is the 8th match and someone's bleeding. How are you cheering this? This happened last week. The same man bled at this exact same fucking time at a different theater, and you're cheering for it. Alright, with different states, you probably didn't see it, but again, you probably watched it on TV, and you're here oh my god, I've seen him bleed in real life.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Maybe they're going I hope Moxley bleeds tonight. I hope I get to see Moxley bleed. It's like, fucking hell. But yeah, we had the Dark Order segment when they confronted the Elite. Well, more specifically, Hangman Page, wasn't it? And they're like, oh,
I was loving it. Fucking get in there, Dark Order.
I mean, he had a point. He did kind of just abandon him. They were there for him in his lowest point, and then, he just goes back to the Elite.
No, fuck you. Like, fuck you in the bed, yeah. I have a similar situation with a friend of ours that I'm going to resolve tomorrow.
And that led to a match, the Elite beating the Dark Order in trios action.
Oh, the Elite should have lost in my eyes.
They should have, but we all know they won because they got Blood and Guts coming up. So.
Well, no, they should have lost to build up to the fact that they have to win at Blood and Guts.
Yeah, but Dylan, it's the Elite. They don't like losing. We know that. They have to have it their way, or they get all petty and shit and report to Dave Meltzer. Oh, this guy's not happy.
But you know what I mean? You've got to build up this idea that they're gonna lose by making them lose matches. Am I wrong in this idea? If the Dark Order beat them, it's really weird for the Dark Order to beat. But then it sort of shows them how out of sync they are and how they're not.
True. And then from there, you build Dark Order up with that fucking win. You give them something to do with that win instead of just shipping them off again like you're gonna do. Because that's all this fucking roster is half the time. Hikaru Shida or Dark Order.
Every fucking time, John and Alex get in the ring, they get a pop of the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd's going crazy for them, especially when they're doing all the fucking combo moves together and all that shit.
How long is that gonna last though? Because we don't see them that often. Yeah.
No, it's waning already compared to last year or whatever the reactions that we're getting compared to now. It's
If you're not growing, you're dying.
But yeah, the BCC came out afterwards and attacked Dark Order. I mean, Dark Order just left, which is good. They didn't save Hangman. They're like, you know what, we're just going to leave.
Yeah,
fuck you, Hangman.
What I also like is they didn't join in. So they were completely
yeah, they were just like, no, this isn't our business. We're leaving.
No, we don't need to get involved.
And then Moxley made the challenge for Blood and Guts, which we all knew was coming.
Blood and Guts!
Oh, here's where we got to talk, Dylan, because we had the Jungle Boy heel promo, his first heel promo, and he came out and he's like, shut Tarzan Boy off or whatever, which was a good move.
Yeah, good move.
Yeah, but his promo, I know he was trying, but to me, he was just coming across like, oh, I've seen heels all my life, I'm just gonna do what they do, and he does the fucking lame ass wink when it's like so delayed, and it's like, oh my god.
Oh, he talks about like I'm banging the
his bitch here or whatever or something like that.
Yeah,
it's like, is Anna Jay? Is she all right with you calling her a bitch on TV?
Well, you know what needs to happen? It needs to be revealed that before he started dating Anna Jay, he was dating some other girl, was engaged to her, and then suddenly called it off. So that, and then
Oh yes, and then they get actual heat. Oh my god, Jungle Boy, we gotta boo him.
Yeah, it was the first time. I got really pissed off because I don't know if this next segment with Christian.
It was it was a better promo than he usually did. Like, he's got more charisma as a heel, but it just came across like MJF light to me. It just, like, literally what it came across as to me.
This coming from Nathan, who hates Jungle Boy out of principle for his fucking theme song. I like it. Now he's gone heel. I fucking love him. Also, his dick is the best. Nathan's
give it some credit.
Nathan's so flippant. Okay.
He's doing better than he was as a face. I'll give him that, but he's gonna have to improve his game.
I don't know. He was more over as a face than he is as a heel.
Let him cook. If he's still shitting 2 months, I'll say shit. I'm just saying it wasn't a good start, but maybe he'll improve. But yeah, I don't know. And then the whole storyline, what is it? Oh, I got sick of Hook holding his title in front of my face. It's not even recognized anyway. So why do you care? It's just a prop. Just go and get your own belt.
What I really liked, because then Hook came out, didn't he, when he was calling him out?
Yeah, and they chased him away.
Which I'm like, okay, then make him I could see Jungle Boy being the chicken shit heel.
Yeah, but I'm not to keep quoting Jim Cornette's podcast, but they're right. Maybe you should bring Anna Jay with him and have them both be on screen together. Jungle Boy and Anna Jay.
No, that might work more. I disagree.
It's better than her being in Jericho's fucking group.
I guess, but no, it's just I just don't see it.
You don't see it working? I do. Why not?
Because she's pretty bland lately.
That's what I'm saying. You put them together, it might,
Yeah, and then he's put 2 bland people together. It's not going to make them spicy.
Well, we haven't seen them on screen. Maybe they bounce off each other. Maybe they have good chemistry. Who knows? I don't know. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just stand there like cardboard cutouts. I don't know.
I don't know. The women's division is weak enough as it is. Do we really want to be moving one just to be a side piece for a heel turn?
Yeah, but it's Anna Jay. Like, when's the last time she even wrestled in a singles match?
I know, but that's my point. Is surely there's a better use for her than just being this arm kind of since you have such a weak
what is she doing right now? It's better than what she's doing right now.
That's my point. Is she's not doing anything. Maybe she should be doing something in the women's division that desperately needs women doing something, because it's so goddamn weak, because you only give us one match. And we clearly want to see more because you have such talented people. God damn it, I'm not the only one.
Exactly. And when's this going to tip over? All these glue eaters, eventually they're going to have to see the light. When they're going to be like, where's Shida? Where's this person? Where's that person? Like, we have been for the last 6 months. Filming. They're injured. They're filming. They're doing this. They're doing that. Oh my god, so many excuses. It's ridiculous. I don't know how to keep up with it eventually. But you have to see whereabouts it goes with Jungle Boy. I'm not writing him off completely yet, but Ruby Soho beat a jobber because Britt was sick. The match is postponed till tonight, like we said. And in the main event, Darby, Allin, Sting beat Jericho and Samoa.
No, we've glossed over a Christian promo, didn't we?
No, it was a Collision.
Oh, it was a Collision.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk about that when we get to Collision.
But this match, they had the bat off, didn't this thing, and Jericho hitting each other with the bat. The little Star Wars thing.
You were the chosen one, Jericho.
Darby took this stupid spot.
You were bring balance to the wrestling gods.
Sammy was supposed to throw Darby over the. He was supposed to throw Darby over the rail, and instead Darby just decides to take a back bump on the rail for no fucking reason at all. It's like, Jesus Christ, man! Like, what you just wrecking yourself every week. I don't understand it.
I don't know. I barely remember this match. I don't.
Well, the main talking point is the Sting jumping off the ladder. With 2 tables over there where the announce table should be at ringside. There's a massive gap between the ring. And Sting decides, oh yeah, I'm going to jump off this ladder. Barely makes it go through 1 ladder. Ends up losing a tooth, I think. He's bleeding out the mouth. And it's like, this guy's 64 years old. Like,
yeah, but
why?
It should be a no. Tony should say no. But what do you do? Because Sting clearly wanted to do it. So
you tell him no, you're the boss. Be like,
yeah,
no.
I go no. But then he does it. What's the repercussions to Sting then? Like, how do you?
I'm finding you. What would you do with anyone else if they disagreed?
Like,
you went out there.
I'm putting no pay next week or whatever. But like,
you have to do something because what if he went out? I'm not saying that I want this to happen. What if he did that dive and ended up breaking his neck or something like that? Then what?
Yeah. So no, he shouldn't have done that spot. That was too dangerous. And not only that, I would be calling Jericho. I'd be like, did you allow this? Are you gonna? Because I'm gonna have to punish you as well. I'm gonna punish anyone that was involved in this match to make it perfectly clear. When I say no, it means no. Don't think I say no to you, then you're gonna do it. And you're the one getting punished. All of you are getting punished. You know what I mean? You gotta put that fear. Like, well, I do this, and then I've got these guys.
Well, apparently it was Sting's idea because Darby did an interview and said it was all Sting. No one told it was just Sting's like, oh, there's a ladder here tonight, whatever, jump off it.
Well, yeah, sure. Like, but there's a safer way to do it, Sting.
Yeah, especially with the tables. Why is there such a massive gap? I understand you want to, the jump distance or whatever, but that gap was way too much.
Why they still set the arena up like that? Because I know they did it for Forbidden Door.
Oh, with the announce table at ringside.
Yeah, I know that Collision has it, but like, aren't Collision in a different arena?
Yeah, it was. They taped it last week, the day later, didn't they?
I know, but like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Tony Mate is a fan would not say no. Exactly, we know he doesn't say no to his top, especially Sting. I don't think he's ever going to say no to Sting, is he? He's just like, oh, thank you, Sting. I'm so glad you're wrestling for us, Sting. Please don't leave, Sting.
Sting, see, what would you say if I got Goldberg here?
Oh my God, yeah, let's talk about that now. I've seen people fantasy booking for Allin. They're like, they're going to need some surprises. Did Britt bring Goldberg? I'm like, why?
No,
why?
Fucking dollars to donuts. If Tony went, I think I'd bring in Goldberg. Sting would be like, well, I'm out then.
Well, I don't know. I think Sting and Goldberg get along. I don't think
he wants to wrestling, does he?
Well, no, I'm not saying no.
You know Jericho's the one who wants to have that match.
He's fucking stupid. And if you bring a Goldberg in, it has to be a squash match against, like, I don't even know. It wouldn't be someone good.
No, you wouldn't bring him in at all.
I wouldn't bring him in either, especially in England. Like, what's the connection? Why? Because it's a big stadium show. Like, what? He's not even from England. Like, what's the point? I like Sting feeling like he could do stuff like, go on, Sting, proud of you, mate. End of the day, go out paying free. Most of your agent's business. Yeah, but Nathan, all it takes is one slip, like that ladder. Like I said, what if he fell wrong and broke his neck or whatever? Like, the guy's 64. I agree, he still should be wrestling, but not stupid bumps like that. Like, come on.
Yeah. But like, he's a grown ass man, and the only one who can tell him not to do anything is him and Tony Khan, his boss. And then Tony needs to do something when he disobeys it.
True. Yeah.
That's probably why we didn't see him for so long. So Tony probably took him off TV and went, "You're doing too many bump stuff. I told you no. Don't come in for the next couple of weeks."
Who's Sting?
We didn't see him for a while, did we? Like 2 weeks.
It was last week.
No, but a few weeks, like a month or two ago, we didn't see
him. Yeah. You don't see him every week. No, but...
No, but we were for a while, and then he was gone for a bit.
Yeah. Happy you can do this, but Sting needs to think, damn, Hogan and Brett are fucked, and I can watch is fine. Maybe I should not test the water. Yeah, true, I agree, yeah. Especially, like, if he looks back on his generation, how many people would even still with us,
look back at, like, his next generation. Look at, like, Hardy, the previous, like, the generation after him. Look at the Hardy.
Yeah, Hardy, like, Jeff's, like, what, 10, 20 years younger than him, and Jeff can barely walk, and it's like,
for me in my 60s and him reaching his 50s, like, I'm in better shape. I can actually fucking walk, and, I can get up for piss without having to, like, use a Zimmer frame at the middle of the night.
True. I see people online saying this. I hope it doesn't happen, but one day, maybe. I mean, someone might get really injured in AEW because they're doing just reckless shit just for the sake of it. Like the Kenny Omega match with Will Ospreay, when he fucking landed on his head. It's like, oh yeah, we planned that. It's like, why? Why are you planning on taking a fucking Tiger Drive or whatever the fuck it was called straight to the head? Even Stevie Richards, I know you probably don't know him, he's an old ECW wrestler. He did a breakdown on his YouTube. He's like, this ain't good for your neck. Like, why are you doing this shit? Like,
surely there's a safer way to fucking do that. If you want to do that,
don't do the move. And it wasn't even a finish either. I think he's kicked out anyway.
If you want to do that kind of move, you want to do that, but like it's so dangerous. Like, maybe don't do it. Or maybe like, is there a way we could do it where it's safer on my neck?
He didn't even took his neck either. Like usually, wrestlers took the neck to keep the damage off or whatever. He even took his neck either. So it's like whatever. Under the Taker, welcome to the stream. DMD or Ruby tonight. Greetings from Germany. Welcome. We said before, I think I went to Ruby. You think Britt's going to win, don't you?
Yeah,
women's
Britt.
match tonight.
Because, yeah, Britt.
I'll go with Ruby, but you never know with Britt. You never know.
Never know. But
yeah, just all this stupid stuff just for the sake of doing it. It's going to come back and bite them one day, I think. It really is.
Yeah. But, it's going to add in a few careers early, so I'm going to say. Especially Darby.
You still want to talk about Collision?
Yeah. Try and get that out of the way.
Push up too much because it's Collision last week. Well, do you want to talk about the rating as well? Or?
Yeah, I think we need to discuss that. You got them up?
Actually, I had them up before. Hold on. Where are they? Right, here we go. So the first AEW Collision, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago? 816,000. The week after that, 595,000. And then last week, 432,000.
Can you just send me that link so I can see that? Cause I'm trying to visualize those numbers online.
Yeah.
Did you send me them already? Was it on Twitter?
Yeah, it was on Twitter. It was on the All Elite Botches account. That's where I got it. But
didn't I send you that?
You might have, yeah. No, you sent me the combined. The combined AEW against combined WWE.
Yeah.
But still. I mean, to be fair, last week's show, it was pre-taped and Money in the Bank was just on. And it's like, how many hours of wrestling are you going to watch in one night? Money in the Bank was 3-4 hours. And then you're going to watch another 2. I wouldn't. So I can see why the rating wasn't that good.
It'd be hard to watch. And we don't even have the hour-by-hour breakdown for Collision.
No, we don't. Not for this last week, no.
Yeah, we didn't even get them for last week, did we?
No, I did see him. It went up for the main event. Punk, it went up for like 50,000, I think, for the main event with the Punk match or whatever.
Yeah.
Ulsi and Darby for the win. Yeah, we think. Actually, no, Keith. Yeah, no, I agree. Dylan said Keith and Swerve. I think Orange and Darby will win tonight. Because I just don't see why you're teaming Keith and Swerve together. It's just.
Well, if they lose next week, then it's a way to like.
What was Rampage average number? Rampage does around 300,000 to 500,000. So Collision's already at the Rampage rating already.
Yeah.
It could go even lower.
Again,
I mean, this week shouldn't though. It's Joe versus Punk this week. So if they build that up, that should,
Again, like the argument is, and these are strong arguments. First one was the first try, and it nearly popped 1 million. So, like no. It started strong, so there's no excuses. It started strong. Second week, what was in the way? Second week was just bad because it was bad booking.
Yeah, because it started off with the Forbidden Door build up. It was 24 hours before Forbidden Door, so
Forbidden Door, so bad booking on that side.
And last week was taped and Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and not only that, those last 2 weeks, not the Money in the Bank, the ones we're all in Canada still.
Yeah.
So it's like they're in like the same rough area. They're not traveling like to a different state. They're just traveling to a different state within like 5-mile radius, 10-mile radius of the state.
Well, yeah, but people watching on TV don't know that until they tune in, do they? Like the
arena doesn't. They announce like where they're at.
Well, yeah, but I mean, no one's at home be like, "Oh, they're in Canada again. I'm not watching that." Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't affect the ratings per se, does it? Whereabouts they are. That's what I mean. In terms of ticket sales, it does. Because why would you want to pay for 4 different shows? That. I understand that.
Yeah. But again, like they're in Canada, so it's the same crowd that you're hearing. It's not that's what I'm saying.
True. Yeah, but
you're like you're seeing one Canadian crowd, like they're not that great. Like it's like, all right, okay, and then it's like the same thing. Like it's different when they come to like England, in my opinion, because we're just better at.
We get less shows. Even Canada gets more shows than us, don't we?
We're better at interacting with the being an interactive crowd. Like the chance we were having, like what was it now? For Money in the Bank, stand up if you think Roman's a dick.
Yeah, I'll sit down if you hate Roman and all.
Stand up if you hate Roman. I'll sit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
tribal wanker.
Yeah, like that's the stuff that you don't hear that from the American crowd. Like you would never hear that from the Japanese audience.
Oh no.
You wouldn't hear a guy cough. He'd be that scared.
But yeah, Collision started with the videos of the wrestlers talking about the tournament, which was some people say it's cringy, but I enjoy like when they have the wrestlers talking at the beginning.
Fucking tournament.
Exactly. Let's give you a preview of what's gonna happen. It's fine. It gives the wrestlers a chance to talk as well, which is always good. So I'm fine with it. But you know, some people don't like it. And it started with MJF winning a squash match, his first match on Collision. He did a promo afterwards, and of course Ethan Page comes out. And what does he do? He fucking shouts like he always fucking does. That's all the only promo this guy can cut. He's just shouting. That's it.
Because they were in his hometown, James.
And he's like, oh, when this company needs something, they call me. I'm like, what?
Where have you been?
They called you maybe for the Canada tour because you're from there, but I think that's it.
Where has he been for the last... I don't know.
I don't even know either. But yeah, that led to a match, and MJF obviously beat Page, but it was a title match as well, but, you know. But MJF won, of course, he did. From there, we had Hobbs beating Dustin Rhodes in the Owen Hart quarterfinal. QT helped him win. This QT stuff still going on. And now we got Johnny Elite, or whatever the fuck his name is, with him as well.
Oh, I don't care.
No. Miro won a squash match, which... I mean, I'm a fan of Miro, but they're gonna have to do something with him soon. Like, they can't just, you know.
Again, I'm sorry, I don't. Care.
I know you don't.
But like, even I can admit, like, Miro is doing better. Will be doing better on Collision, and he's a draw, so it makes sense to have him on Collision because he'll be that draw that Collision will need. You know what I mean? He'll be one of those. I don't like him. I don't think he's that great a wrestler. I think he's okay. You know, but like. I understand people like him. Like I understand people liking him more than Casserole and Useless.
Sure, at least there's something there with Miro.
Because at least he can tell a story. He has an idea. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a fan of it, but like, I can't lie. Like somebody says can be really funny, but like there's a personality more than there is.
There's something more there. No, I agree.
You know what I mean? He's not just with fucking Useless going like that. Fucking.
Or wearing his belt upside down. I seen a picture of that. He had his belt upside down last week. But anyway, Bullet Club promo. The Guns join him, so I guess Guns are a part of Bullet Club Gold now. I don't know. The Jay White called out Punk.
Face the Acclaim straight away. Got to build to that.
True. So I'm guessing Allin might be Jay White versus Punk, maybe. I think that's whereabouts they're gonna go.
No. Joe.
I mean, depends what happens this week with Joe, really, doesn't it?
Joe. Because that's going to happen. They're going to be like, oh my god, listen to the crowd, look at the numbers, look at the responses on Twitter, look at everything. We want to see this match. If Tony Khan has one good idea, it'll be that has to be either main event or close to the main event. First match or second to last match. I mean, if you have an MJF form on, but I would prefer MJF to be the last match at All In.
Yeah, true. Same here. We had Ricky Starks beating Juice Robinson. The crowd was dead at this point, and it's like I don't understand why. Because
it's taped, and it's clearly taped after the Dynamite.
No, it wasn't. It was the day later.
Was it? It must be the same crowd then, because they played it.
But even still, you had time to rest, and you paid to see the show. It's like you've sat there for hours on end. This is like the third match in, and you're already dead.
How much wrestling can you watch within a week?
True, but I mean, they paid tickets to go there, though. It's like they've been burnt out already, you know what I mean? They came in there, they've been sat down for like an hour.
You don't really think about those things, do you? Like, how much wrestling can I watch? So, like, you're in that moment, like, wow, that was too much wrestling. Like, you order a lot of cake at, like, you can eat buffet.
Yeah, no, I understand, but when you're there in person, it's different, isn't it? You should be more, you pay tickets to be there. It's like you're on TV. I mean, watching it on TV, and you can just be like, whatever.
I know, but you don't get that until you're there. Like, you watch the first, like, yeah, I really enjoyed that. How it's tomorrow. Then you get there, like, oh my god, this, like, why did I said to do 2 nights of this?
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, again, it was Canada, and they're not really fans of regardless, so I don't think they were going to enjoy this match anyway.
Yeah, because Ricky's associated.
Yeah, but it was one of the better matches anyway.
Yeah, it was just, I couldn't really get into it because of the crowd. I mean, they were really dead. But afterwards, they attacked Ricky, didn't they? And FTR and Punk came out to make the save.
Like, I'm not a fan of Juice Robinson, but I was really getting into spots with Ricky. But then, like, fucking, what's his name? Juice was just slowing it down at points for me. I'm like, oh god, why is Ricky now having to like slow down to him? It's the same issue I had with fucking Punk in with the New Japan matches, he has to slow down. And I know he's a lot faster than most guys in the company at the moment. He's in like his 50s, Punk, and he's...
I was in his 50s, yeah. It's like 45, 46, you know?
We'll find out. 44.
Or even younger, you know?
Yeah, but like he had a big, long stint away from wrestling, so he can still sort of move more than some of the younger guys.
No, it's the same with MJF. He had to slow down as well, didn't he, for Tanahashi? Yeah. Which is just, you know...
So,
but yeah, they dusted off Sean Spears. He was on this show because he was in Canada. Challenged Christian. Well, he challenged Luchasaurus, but Christian's...
that's what I wanted to say. When I saw Christian go, what are you doing here? I was praying to be Jungle Boy. It's like, having, like... You're going to have Jungle Boy heel. Having someone, like, mentor with.
Maybe they do that after the Hook feud. It must seem kind of early, doesn't it? He's only just turned and he's already with Christian.
But, like, it'd just be such a good idea where, like, Christian sort of goes, like, Jungle Boy sort of goes, you know what, I kind of get why we did the things we did or whatever. And he sort of, like, joins them again. Like, I know it wasn't that long ago they broke up, but, like, now they're a heel faction. Now they're a heel. Now there's some... And it makes sense for having Christian be... For Jungle Boy to be with someone already heel, like Christian, because then he can learn stuff off him. Like, I don't think he was learning any heel stuff when they were fucking baby faces.
No.
But I just feel like there's a story to be told there, realistically.
No, there is. I just hope they do it eventually. Chris Statlander beat Lady Frost, which... Whatever. This Lady Frost didn't seem that interesting to me, but, you know.
At least, Christian... Statlander was looking strong.
Yeah, true. We had this Andrade segment when he was like, I want my mask back from
House of Black. How much for the mask?
And in the main event, Samoa Joe beat Roderick Strong. Punk was on commentary. And he actually threw good strikes inside this, both of them, Roderick and Samoa Joe. Not these shitty new...
I was surprised at how good Roderick was. I thought it was just going to be like a generic white guy. Yeah. It was a strong match. It was really good. And you could see, the way Joe was doing stuff and the way he was looking. You know what I mean? Like he was building to that. He's already in the match he's having, building to the idea of him fighting Punk, and Punk was selling it perfectly. He's like, Punk wasn't automatically selling the idea like, I'm gonna have trouble with. So I was like, I could have trouble with any of these guys, but I've got to play the mind game. I've got to be ready for them. 80% of the battles up here before you're even in the ring.
It's going to be a good match. I'm looking forward to it this Saturday.
And I know the ratings popped for this match because Punk was on commentary.
We have to wait till the quarter hours come out, I guess.
I know it happened. And the crowd seemed to be a little bit more into it.
But yeah, hopefully Collision's good this week. I don't know about Dynamite, but anything else you want to talk about, or should we end it?
Jericho's a stooge.
Alright, we'll call it there. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out those social links down below. We'll be live again next Wednesday. Until then, peace out. And